me to the new month of December. This is your Frontier opening bell, kicking off the final trading days of the year. 0.71% to the upside for the Nigerian market on the final trading day of the month of November, 47,660. The total value of all listed securities just at the doorsteps of 26 trillion yesterday. And that sums it up. The Nigerian market was up roughly 8% in the month of November, when we saw some big gains in the third to the fourth quarter. The BRVM went down 0.84% on Wednesday. The Egyptian market went up 0.57%, finishing the month of November in the positive territory. The Nairobi market, however, fell 0.6%, 126.48. And of course, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange crossed a new reading just to finish off November, 74,000 on the all-share index on the GSE. That's about 2.32%, a resounding positive close in line with the rest of the global markets, taking on board the latest statement from U.S. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, signaling there could be a lower size of interest rate hike starting from this month, which will be the final FOMC decisions for the year. Let's take the market aside and move on and look at a couple of stories making headlines. Tanzania Monetary Policy Committee says it will continue its dovish or accommodating monetary policy to the end of the year into 2023. That was part of the comments to finish off the year from the central bank. And Tanzania, meantime, is targeting $2 billion in horticulture export value by the year 2030. And Centum Kenya is planning a share repo, even as the company posts the first half 2022 loss widening 95%. And Kenya's treasury says no room for fresh borrowing. So that's the message to the new administration of President William Ruto. Okay, let's start checking with West Africa and Nigerian market, where global bonds, according to latest news from Bloomberg, global bond market was better by $2.8 trillion in the month of November. That brought the total global bond market to around $59 trillion at the end of the month as investors binge on debt instruments. And NGX-listed FCMB Group, which is a parent company of a First City Monument Bank, reporting 9 months net income of 22.6 billion, which is bigger than 13.7 billion reported in the same first 9 months of 2021. And Equatorial Guinea and DR Congo says they're looking to develop a joint oil refinery storage facility as well. Good news for Cameroon rice industry, because Kuwait Fund says it's putting about $20 million on the table to support the country's rice growing. Good news, and we say thank you for all the support everyone's getting across the board. Let's take that into the Southern Africa space. South Africa's reported a trade deficit in the month of November, or in the month of October, by the way. September was a surplus of around 26.16 billion rand. The deficit in the month of October came in 4.3 billion rand. In the meantime, S&P says it's a little bit cautious on its credit rating and outlook on South Africa because of the problem with Eskom, roughly 400 billion rand, and a couple of other issues with the Ramaphosa's administration. African Bank reporting almost 40% profit jump. That's also from South Africa, where Namibia says its October M2 money supply was down 1.8% year on year. We're looking forward to the rate decision from the Central Bank of Namibia. Now, Lesotho Central Bank, just as we're beginning to wrap up November, coming into the month of December, Lesotho Central Bank raises key interest rates to 7% from 6.25% previous, all on the back of inflation tightening. And Malawi is weighing on Citco International profits. Malawi's just received a special fund from the International Monetary Fund to help it support its agricultural sector. Now, Malawi, very rich resource-based economy, now looking at the impact of Citgo International or these operations in Malawi could weigh on Citgo International's profit for the year. That's what the company listed in a number of Southern African exchanges reported during the week. It's listed on Zimbabwe Stock Exchange and elsewhere. Let's get to look at the North Africa's markets as we start December. Egypt is looking at a 4.4% GDP growth in the first quarter of its fiscal year 2020-23, and the 5% upside is what is forecast for the full year 2022-2023 period. In the meantime, Egypt is looking at the food imports, which surged about $50.9 million between January and August, the first 8 months of this year, while Vietnam wants to invest in Egypt's special economic zone. That some good news. And Morocco is looking to supply EU critical raw materials that is needed for the European Union, which is looking to do energy transition. And that's the story to get you started on your frontier. Opening bell this 1st of December. It's a Thursday. We wish you all the best in the new month, everyone, and I'll see you next time.